So what's going on, everybody? It's Jetty98 here, and today we're going to be breaking down the trials or challenges in Gorod Krovi, whatever you want to call them. We're going to be breaking them down, every single one. There's a ton of them on this map, and I'll be showing you a detailed guide on how you guys can go ahead and complete these. So the challenges are similar to the ones in Origins and Zetsubo no Shima, where you have 3 of them. However, they're completely randomized, just as they were in Zetsubo no Shima. They don't give you any progress towards the Easter egg. They're not required for anything like that, but they do give you some pretty cool rewards that you might want to go for in the game if you have some pretty easy challenges, because they are pretty simple and they are just kind of standard things that you can do throughout the game and that you probably will be doing throughout the game. So let's go ahead and talk about the rewards before we go ahead and break the challenges down. There are 3 tiers of challenges, and then there is the 4th and final challenge, which is the Dragon Egg Challenge, and that's to get you the Gauntlet of Siegfried's Specialist weapon. And if you guys don't know how to do that, I'll provide a link down in the description so you guys can go ahead and watch that. We won't be covering that in this video since it's a multi-step process and it's a lot of things to cover, and I don't want to make this video too terribly long with adding that in, since I already have a video detailing how you guys can go ahead and do that, so you can check the description down below for that one. But let's go ahead and talk about the 3 tiers of challenges. We have the bronze tier, the silver tier, and then the gold tier. Now for the bronze tier, when you go ahead and complete this one, this is your single, your easy tier. This is the very simple one to do, and it's going to get you your max ammo power up like every other challenge has, the tier 1 challenges have for the other maps. So then, similar to that, for the silver medal reward, we go ahead and we're going to get a pack-a-punched weapon here. Now this can be between a pack-a-punched FFAR, a pack-a-punched MX Garand, a pack-a-punched NX Shadowclaw, a pack-a-punched L4 Siege, or a pack-a-punched HG40. And all of these weapons can be cycled through, so if you go ahead and select your challenge and it brings out a pack-a-punched, you know, like maybe a Shadowclaw, and say you're playing solo, you don't want the Shadowclaw, you can let the hand take the weapon back down and then go ahead and select the challenge again, and it's going to give you a different weapon that time. So you can cycle through the weapons there. It's not like you get a single weapon and then that's the one you're stuck with for the game. You can cycle through all the weapons that you have. And then for our final challenge, which is the gold challenge, and it's the toughest one to do, you usually have to do the most for this one, and it is going to give you a free perk bottle. And what this perk bottle is also going to do is give you a 5th perk slot for you to have on your character there. So if you go down, you can go ahead and have 5 perks back again. So that's a really good reward right there. It's really awesome. It's not just a single perk bottle that you have to have a perk slot for, or that gives you another perk, and then when you go down, you don't have that slot anymore. It gives you the slot with the perk. So pretty awesome right there. Now let's go ahead and break down the challenges here, and let's go ahead and talk about them. So there are going to be 6 challenges for every single tier that there are, and some of them are a lot easier than others, and some of them are actually pretty difficult to get done. So if you get some pretty tough ones and you want to complete the challenges, you can kind of keep restarting your game until you get some good challenges, the same way that you did in Zetsubo. However, these, like I said, these challenges aren't required for the Easter egg. So if you're not going, you know, if you're going for the Easter egg or anything, you don't have to worry about restarting like you did in Zetsubo, where you got really bad challenges like killing Thrashers before they mutate and stuff. Those were some pretty crappy challenges, but these ones are a lot simpler than that, but some of them can be a little bit difficult. So let's go ahead and break them down. So the first one that we have here, we're going to go through all 6 of the tier 1s, and then the tier 2s, and then the tier 3s after that. So for the tier 1 challenges, we go ahead and start with the very first one, and this is probably the easiest challenge to do in the entirety of all of these, and it's to take damage from the dragon fire and survive. Super simple to do. All you got to do is go to one of the locations where the dragon is going to breathe his fire, and when he comes swooping in and loads the ground with flames, you just go ahead and run into them and quickly run back out, and as soon as the red on your screen goes ahead and disappears, this challenge will unlock and complete for you. Very simple to do, really easy. Let's move on to the next one, and the next one we have is destroy the arm cannon on 5 Russian Mangler soldiers. Now if you aren't familiar with the Russian Manglers, they are the boss zombies on these maps. They come around just like the Thrashers do in Zetsubo. They walk around the map, they have these little arm cannons and their helmets. Now between them you can shoot off the helmets and you can shoot off the arm cannons. There's a separate challenge for destroying the helmets on 5 Russian Mangler soldiers, so we'll cover both of those right now. So you have one where you have to go ahead and shoot the helmets off of them. Super simple. All you got to do is aim for the head, shoot those helmets off, and then you have one for shooting the arm cannon. All you got to do is just aim for his little arm cannon that he has on his right arm. It'll be your left looking at him. You just got to shoot that off until it falls off, and there you go. It's super simple to do both of these challenges. They're very easy. So that's 3 of our tier 1 challenges taken care of. Let's move on to the next one. And this is probably the hardest one of all the tier 1 challenges, but it's still super simple, and it's to recover 3 Groph Module Pods in green condition. If you're unfamiliar with the Groph Module Pods, they are the beacons that you call down into the map using the 3 computers around the map when you get the code cylinders from the zombies that drop them. There is one in Dragon Command, one in Tank Station or Tank Factory, and one in the Supply Depot area. So you can go to either one of those when you have their corrective cylinders, call in the Groph Module, and what you need to do is you need to defend against it and keep it in green condition. Now the zombies zombies are going to attack the Groph module, and when they deal enough damage on it, it will go from green to yellow, and then it will go from yellow to red, and once it's at red, if it gets attacked enough, it's going to go ahead and break, and you will have to restart the challenge again. So all you got to do is just defend against it, keep the zombies off of it, and keep it in the green condition there to finish it up. And you have to do this with 3 different Groph Module Pods. Super easy to do. You're going to have to do all 3 of them to get the dragon active to get the Pack-a-Punch. So if you can keep all 3 of them in the green, then you're clear, and there you go. Like I said, you do a lot of these challenges just throughout the game of playing and setting up and everything. The next one here we have is to kill 10 Napalm zombies with headshots. This is another super easy challenge. All you got to do is group up your zombies in a single area, such as like Dragon Command or Tank Factory. I find those to be the 2 best areas. And when the dragon goes ahead and breathes his fire, just lure the zombies in there. Use the Guard of Fafnir shield to be able to walk into the fire yourself. Lure the zombies into the flames, and when they're caught on fire from the flames, all you got to do is just shoot them down with headshots. Use something like an HG40, some sort of submachine gun or a regular machine gun. Any gun will work. I just find submachine guns to be the best for trying to get those headshots. Really easy to do right there, and that is all. That's actually not all for the tier 1 challenges. We have one more to go through, and that is to ride the dragon from each platform. This is another super easy one. There are 3 dragon call stations that you can go to. One of them is at Tank Factory, one is at Supply Depot, and one of them is at the Dragon Command. And you just need to take the dragon from each and every one of these locations. If you're going for the dragon wings in this map, then you'll already have done this. So like I said, challenges that you're going to do throughout the game. Very easy to do, very simple. That's all the tier 1 challenges. That's all the really easy ones. Now we can go ahead and move on to the tier 2, and this is where things can start getting a little bit more difficult, but they're still manageable to do. So the first one that we have here in the tier 2 challenges is to kill 40 zombies with the Gigant Eye Beams. And if you're unfamiliar with the Gigant Eye Beams, there are 2 sections of the map where you have these beams. If you go over to the Tank Factory area, and as you walk up towards the Tank Factory command cylinder call place where you have the dragon that calls in there, there's going to be a little switch that you can activate to bring down the Gigant Eye Beams, and it's just going to be a laser that goes into the ground. And the same thing is at the Supply Depot. You have one inside of the little library in the Supply Depot, and you can go ahead and call the Gigant Eye Beams, and all you have to do is get 40 kills here. It's really simple to do this just using that trap. You can use your Guard of Fafnir shield to go ahead and let yourself walk through the beam yourself. If you don't, you're going to get down very quickly by this thing. It kills you fast, even with jugs. So be careful around it and use the shield if you're going to have to walk through it. Very simple. You can just kind of stand in the beam with your shield out and let all the zombies come towards you and get killed by them. So super easy. The next one here is the easiest of the tier 2 challenges, and is to use the Guard of Fafnir to absorb fire damage for a total of 45 seconds. Once again, if you're going for the shield upgrade on this map, you're going to have to stand in the fire to absorb flames to be able to get the second part of the shield to get it to the upgrading stage. And like I said, it's very simple. Just find where the dragon is going to breathe fire. You bring out your shield and just kind of stand in there. You have to do this for 45 seconds. It's a cumulative time. It's not has to be 45 seconds all at once. It's a cumulative time that adds up over the course of the game and as you stand in the flames. So very simple to do, very easy. Next one is to kill 30 zombies with the Guard of Fafnir. Also very easy. The Guard of Fafnir is super overpowered in this map. You just use the Dragon Blast and go ahead and burn all the zombies. Group them up in a train area. The Tank Factory or Dragon Command I find are the 2 best spots to train in this map. Just group them up and blast them with your shield. Now the next one is actually probably one of the hardest ones to do for the tier 2s, and it is to kill 10 zombies with the Gigant Fingers within 3 seconds of sliding under them. Now, as you're going to see in the footage, I tried to do this. I actually have the challenge on my list of things to do, but I was unable to get them fast enough. So I'm guessing the best bet you can do is probably group up the zombies at the top of the infirmary. If you have the ray gun Mark III, this will make things a little bit easier to kind of clear zombies out of your way, because it's a bit of a tight spot to train in, but it is doable. So make sure you have good weapons to do this. So I think the best is to do is group them up at infirmary and then kind of walk them down over to the fingers, activate them, and then you have to go ahead and slide under the fingers. Now you want to make sure you're doing this just right, because one smack from the fingers and you are going to go down. You'll be down instantly. It's a very difficult one to do because it's very risky with not a very big reward here. So it's very kind of hard to do because, as you see in the footage, the zombies were they were right behind me as I was leading them from Tank Factory over to the fingers. But then when I slid through the fingers, then the zombies were kind of like spaced apart, and it just made things a little bit difficult. So you want to make sure they're really like right behind you, right before you do the slide under the fingers, because it has to be. You only have 3 seconds to get 10 kills on the thing. So be very, very careful with this one, and also be very efficient with this one. Kind of keep the zombies as close together as you possibly can. Get them as tight as a position as you can, closest to the fingers, before you activate and slide under them. It's a pretty difficult challenge to do, but it is definitely doable. Then the next one here is to kill 8 zombies simultaneously with the elevator. This is actually really easy to do if you have the ray gun Mark III. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and either group them up at the top floor of the armory, which is a very tight spot to do. However, with the ray gun Mark III, it's very easily doable. Or you can do this in the infirmary, which is a little bit more of an open space, but it is still kind of tight because there's a lot of stuff in that room that can kind of block you and trip you up. So you want to make sure you have something like the ray gun Mark III. You definitely want to make sure you have the ray gun Mark III for this, because you're going to need it for the part where you kill them with the elevator. I have done it multiple times without the ray gun, and it just never seems to be enough. But every time that I've used the ray gun, it's so easy. So what you want to do is group them up, lead them to the elevator, activate the elevator, get them all onto the elevator, as many as you can onto that elevator, and use the left trigger of the ray gun Mark III, and that's going to cause the zombies to be slowed down. Just kind of keep firing that until the elevator launches them away. Very simple. You'll just keep them slowed down on that elevator. You could also do something where you group them up. If you don't have the ray gun Mark III, you can group them up, bring them onto the elevator, kind of stand on the other side of the elevator with your shield out, and just stand there and let them bash your shield. If you have a full shield, you should have enough time before the elevator goes off. And just kind of be careful with that one, because it's going to be a little bit more dangerous, because they have a chance of actually downing you, whereas with the ray gun Mark III, they're going to be slowed down enough to where they won't be able to hurt you or get anywhere near you, but they'll be stuck on that elevator. So also, if you have monkey bombs, you could probably activate the elevator and then throw a monkey bomb onto it, and then have them they'll all crowd around in the elevator and they'll get launched away. So some easy ways that you guys can go ahead and do that, but I find the ray gun Mark III to be the easiest one. It's super simple, and I got it like first try with that one. So the last tier 2 challenge here is going to be to kill 10 electrified zombies with headshots. Now there are 2 ways you can get electrified zombies in this map. The first way is you can go ahead and have the Valkyrie spawn them in on the second Valkyrie round that you're going to get, not the first one that you get around from rounds 9 to 11. The second Valkyrie round you're going to get, and they're on out every Valkyrie round, they're going to go ahead and spawn in these electric zombies, and all you got to do is just get headshots on them. That's a very easy way to do that, because as long as you keep the Valkyrie alive that's spawning in the zombies, it's going to spawn in an infinite amount of zombies until you kill him. So very easy to do that. But if you want an easier way to do this on a much earlier round, is when you have a Valkyrie with you with the zombies, he's going to go ahead and use his electric attacks, and if you lead the zombies into them, they're going to become electrified themselves, and you can go ahead and get the headshots on them. So very easy way to do that. You're going to see me doing that in the footage here. So super simple, very easy. Let's move on to the tier 3 challenges. Now the tier 3 challenges are a lot more difficult here. They're the hardest ones here. They're the most time consuming ones. And let's go ahead and talk about them. So the first one is to kill 3 zombies simultaneously with each Flinger. Now there are 3 Flingers around the map. The first one is going to be at Dragon Command, and the other 2 are going to be over in the Hatchery. So what you need to do is you need to group up the zombies as best as you can, and you need to get the Flinger to launch 3 zombies at the same exact time. So if you activate the Flinger and just kind of stand there and let the zombies come into it, it's probably going to only kill 1 or 2 at a time. So you need to make sure that you're killing 3 zombies simultaneously with each Flinger. The same thing for the ones at the Hatchery. The Hatchery ones are a little bit more difficult because that area is much harder to train in, but if you can kind of group them up around, you do this on an early round, you get over there, if you have the ray gun Mark III, you can kind of group them up a lot easier. You'll have a much better time doing that, and then you can go ahead and activate the Flingers to launch them away. So super easy to do, very easy. I mean, not super easy, but it's a decently easy challenge, and it's probably one of the easiest of all of the tier 3 challenges. However, there are a couple much more easier ones for the tier 3s, but it's kind of a medium level, I would say. It's not too difficult, it's not too easy, but it's very doable. So the next one here is there's actually 2 based around Valkyrie drones, and we'll cover them right now just as we did with the Manglers. The first one is to destroy all the arms on 6 Valkyrie drones, and the other is to destroy the camera on 6 Valkyrie drones. Now to destroy the arms, all you got to do is shoot their little tentacle arms that they have. They'll pop off real easily. You'll know that they popped off because they'll be gone, and they'll have like yellow or orangish sparks coming out of the spots where you shot them off. And once you shoot off all 3 of the arms, then they're going to kind of suicide bomb into you and blow up. And you have to do this for 6 Valkyries here, and the other one is to destroy the camera on 6 Valkyries. And to do this, you just have to go ahead and shoot the front of them. It's right above the little red dot on them. And when you go and do that, it's going to blast away a panel, and then you can go ahead and shoot the little camera that they have behind there. So that's very easy to do. That's probably the fastest way that you're actually going to have to kill Valkyries throughout the game. So super simple. Then the next one here is to kill 100 zombies with the Dragon Strikes. If you don't know how to get the Dragon Strikes, I have a video down below that I will link you guys to, and you can check that out on how to get them. Super easy. Just call in the Dragon Strike on the zombies, group them up, and then have it rain down and kill them. Super easy to do. do. The next one is to kill 100 zombies with the mounted MG42. This is probably the hardest challenge of them all in the entirety of this game, because the easiest way that you're going to do this is during the lockdown mode. However, there are not enough zombies to get the kills in the lockdown mode. There are not 100 zombies that you're going to be able to kill with the MG42. There's much less than that. So it's very difficult to do this challenge because of the fact that once you're out of lockdown mode, using the MG42 has great risk, because there might be zombies coming from behind you in different areas of the hatchery. There's many windows in the hatchery and many different ways zombies can come in. It's not going to be just that front entrance where the one MG42 is. So just kind of be careful as you're doing this one. This is kind of the challenge that I would recommend restarting if you get this, if you really want to go for the challenges, because it's just not an easy challenge to do. It's incredibly difficult. There's no good way to do it, because there's only one lockdown you can do unless you're doing the Dragon Strike upgrade, in which case there's another lockdown that you can do, but it's even so that might still not be enough for the 100 kills that you're trying to get. And just trying to do this when you're not in lockdown mode, when you have zombies coming at you from all angles, is very difficult to do. It is possible to do, but it's just very difficult. So just do the best that you can with this one, or restart if you get this challenge. Like I said, it's only one challenge of them all, and it's really the only one that is super difficult, and the only one that I will restart if I really want to go for the challenges. And then the last of the tier 3 challenges, and all the challenges here, is to consecutively survive 4 complete rounds in the hatchery. So you just got to stay in the hatchery. It can be anywhere in the hatchery, in the pack punch area up top, or in the egg incubator room down below. You just got to stay there for 4 full rounds. So if you go down there on round 10, you need to stay down there from rounds 11 to 14. If you go to, like I said, if you go down there in the middle of a round, you have to survive complete rounds. So like if I go down halfway through 10 is not going to count as a round in the hatchery. So like I said, I have to go through 11, 12, 13, and 14, survive all 4 of those rounds until the end. And once round 15 hits, then I will have completed that challenge, and there you go. So very simple to do. Challenges aren't too bad on this map. They're pretty easy. So like I said, they're not hard, and they give you really good rewards here. So I wanted to make a list of all of them, since I did the same thing for Zetspo. I know this video is kind of long here, but I have timestamps in the description so you guys can go to each and every one of the challenges. And I hope this is going to help you guys out with these challenges, because like I said, they're easy, they're not too difficult, and they give you some really good rewards here, because especially that 5th perk slot is really nice to have, and that max ammo can be nice if you're ever running out of ammo. And some of the pack punched weapons that you can get are actually pretty good. I really like the L4 Siege using that weapon a lot. It's nice and powerful and everything. So really cool stuff right there. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I hope this helps you guys out with the challenges. I hope you guys don't have any more issues with them, because some of them are a little bit tricky or kind of vague and not too sure how to do. So I hope this helps you out, guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next one, because I got more Black Ops 3 Zombies content coming your way in the future. So thanks for watching, guys.